Ask Your Turd. Ask Natpunk. Ask Tommy J.
Next time on Game Rooms. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, well, first of all,
Dost thou wish to go to thine comic shop with me?
He's so funky.
Got that! Come on and slam!
Come on! Pump it up.
Feel it!
You see me? Feel the vibration. Yo, pump it. Wham, bam. Up the jam.
I'm hot! You're not! And you wanna jam!
Hey, DJ, turn it up.
If you wanna get lit, let them get a one shot!
You see me on my
I
phone.
want love, baby, not romance. So don't get fresh with me. Don't really think about it in the top that.
rest right there. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Rest your eyes, rest right there. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Rest your eyes, rest right there.
Welcome everybody. Welcome on in. How we doing today? We having a good time? I hope we're having a good time. I'm having a tired time. I am having the daddy crash after the girls go home. There's also the fact that I woke up fairly late, so there's a bunch of shit that I need to do today that I gotta do after stream now.
There it is.
That was good.
Oh,
So, we did finally recover the roaches. They are now safely within my care, and let me tell you, it was worse than I thought it was gonna be. I love my family so much. I thought the instructions I gave were very clear and simple, but they apparently had some real trouble because, yeah, let's just say there's going to be some genetic bottlenecking in those boxes very soon. But it's okay. We will recover. Those roaches are a symbol for myself. My very own philosophy. My friends, be like the roach. Alright? Be like the roach. Learn to thrive in darkness off of scraps. Learn to die back 90% and come back 110%. Become unkillable. So yeah, the roach is my symbol. You all heard it here first. In case you hadn't intuited it already, roaches are a sacred animal. Roaches are a sacred animal to the Demi. Certainly explains our last apartment. Ayo. Jokes. Anyway. But yeah, no, that's my philosophy. I follow the philosophy of the roach. Become unkillable. Thrive on trash. And fuck your brains out. Absolutely breed yourself insane. Like hundreds and hundreds of tiny little roach babies. Yes, the sour cream emote. Exactly. Brat gets it. See? That sour cream emote right there? That's what it is. That's what we're talking about. Oh, and another lesson we can learn, another lesson that we can learn from roaches. If somebody tries to fuck with you, cannibalize them. Devour them whole. Or rip them in half and eat their guts, you know, whichever works. Roaches can teach us many valuable lessons, I feel. I feel like roaches are a very underappreciated creature. Have you ever thought of the ecological niche that roaches fill? Have you ever thought of how difficult it is to be a roach? Have you ever thought of how impressive it is that they have become synonymous with unkillability? We're talking about a tiny little fucking oval with 6 legs. We're talking about a goddamn oval with 6 legs. And it has a reputation as one of the most unkillable fucking things on the planet. Like, goddamn, yo. That's kind of crazy. You ever think about how crazy that is? And it's because roaches, as a colony, they can bounce back from anything. If you have one breeding pair of roaches, within 2 months, you will have hundreds of more roaches. They're basically like the perfect cell of insects. If you leave a single fragment alive, it will regenerate. And you know what? I admire that kind of tenacity. I live by that. All right, that's a philosophy worth getting into, wouldn't you say? Anyway. So we're playing more Disco Elysium. Very fitting, I feel, since, I feel like an absolute fucking wreck lately. And this game is absolute fucking wreck simulator. It's a very relatable mood right now. But yeah, and I have decided that, like, now that I'm back to 4 days a week, I really should probably be doubling up one game at least on one of those days, because I play some pretty fucking long games. Hello, Bun Bun. Thank you for hopping on by. Hope you're feeling hoppy today. How you doing? But yeah, I calculated I looked at how long to beat, and I looked at my average stream times and how much I've streamed already. We've got another 11 streams of Disco Elysium, roughly, to go before we finish this game. That would be almost 3 months if I was playing this once a week. So I gotta double up on it and do it twice a week. 'Tis a hoppy day indeed. Good, good. I am glad. It's good. Hoppy days. But yes, Bun, I was just talking about how I feel like my life philosophy is to aspire to be like the roach, the cockroach, because you can be unkillable, you can thrive on trash in darkness, and you can breed endlessly. So I figure, you know, that's an aspirational philosophy, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you agree? I would say I would say that that's something to aspire to. Okay. And now I'm just getting some Disco Elysium pulled up real quick here. True, that's fair. That's fair. See, and that's the thing, is like, it's a philosophy that's easy to follow because so many of us are living it already and don't realize it, you know? Those are the truest philosophies, the ones that are so true to the nature of sentient beings that they're philosophies we follow unconsciously. The philosophy of the roach. It's simple, it's effective, and it's easy. Anyway, let's hop on over to the game. And of course, a reminder to those who have not been here yesterday, or not yesterday, day before yesterday, who were not here at the time when I said the thing before. This month, we are doing a charity event for the Autism Self-Advocacy Network. And all of my payout for April is going to be donated to ASAN to continue in their mission of ensuring that autistic people have a voice in how we are perceived, treated, and accommodated in society. So, if you want to donate, give subs, gift subs, give bits, suck dicks, it's all for a worthy cause. Yes, you go set up your chords. Pat, good boy. Alright, let's kill the Grumps music. Pop. Okay, so where was I? Okay, interrogate the men at the Union booth. Okay, I need my badge in order to talk to Joyce. Find Morel, the cryptozoologist. Find some speed and sniff it. Yes. This is, of course, the worthiest of goals amongst our current objectives. Oh, I gotta call Alice back on the shortwave for info on that armor. Find some booze and get drunk. Gotta pay my bill. God, this is like a distressingly mundane objective list, isn't it? It's kind of what this game does well. Distressingly mundane. Hold up. I just realized I gotta get the tablet that I use to look at chat while I am using my screen for other things all set up. Boop. Yeah, of course, y'all could just flagrantly abuse the TTS redeem. But for some reason, y'all seem reluctant to do so. I don't know why. Y'all are such brats in every other way. Is this another way of bratting at me? Forcing me to read chat? Hold on. Is it current? Is it working? Test. Okay, Twitch on the tablet is having a little bit of trouble. Hold on. I'm gonna have to restart this thingamadooble. Restart the doobly-doo. And what is life? You know, what even is life? You fucking get up, you stuff food in your face. You deal with the after effects of unconsciousness. You meet people that, who knows, in a year they might not be in your life anymore. And who knows, maybe 10 years later they'll just come wandering right back in. Life, I would say, is insanity. So the only real answer to life, to dealing with life, is to go a little insane yourself. Do the fun chemical that makes you feel good. Enjoy the presence of a stranger in whatever social, mental, physical, carnal way brings you joy. Give in to the absurdity of the universe. I am obligated to take a bong rip after that rant. Hold on. Oh, come on. This tablet is giving me troubles. Come on. The joys of streaming. The oh shit moment of realizing you didn't change your title or category before going live. The wonderful, calming experience of wrestling with a tablet so that you can actually read chat while you stream. The glorious thrill of adrenaline when somebody comes into your streaming area and tells you something that means you will immediately have to put the stream on intermission. These are a few of my favorite things. You know, I need to. You know what I need to do? I need to write like a little song, like a little parody song. I would arrange it to the tune of my. These are a few of my favorite things from The Sound of Music, but it's like these are a few of my favorite streams. Oh no, I'm in that artist mode where I can feel the song half forming in my head, and I want to devote neurological cycles to completing the song so that I can sing it out loud. It's okay, it'll pass. Cognitive dissonance is giving me a headache.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Oh boy, we're about to get literary, baby.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
What is in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What is down the shoreline?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries.
Based.
An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
And what is in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth and stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
Yeah, no, that sounds like capitalism. And beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What's across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond the Couronne?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
Damn, yo. Damn. That's deep, homie. Like, honestly, it is kind of remarkable how oftentimes if you zoom out and look at a city from above, you can very clearly see where, like, the poor people live and the rich people, etc. Like, it's a shockingly stark divide in a lot of places where supposed equality is supposed to be the norm.
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil.
And what's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Oh my god. What? This first response. What? I'm tempted to choose it because it's so absurd, but on the other hand, I cringe at its very existence. Fuck it. YOLO!
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
Alright, well, I suppose that's about what I should have expected, honestly. Alright, why am I not there?
To be in Martinaise, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Shudder and look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
And what's above?
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Hold on, aerostatics? So you're telling me these people still use, like, vacuum tube computers and shit? And they basically have the shield helicarrier? How? What? Why don't... Okay, what I'm really upset with is why don't we have aerostatics here on Earth? Hmm? Can you think how useless but awesome that would be? Come on now. Don't you want your tax dollars to go towards fueling a gigantic helicopter that just stays in one place all day? I think that would be neato.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Okay, so honestly, I don't know what to do other than go interrogate these vigilante guys. I think I talked to them before and was like, fuck it at some point. Oh wait, what's this window here?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Mysterious door seen. But minus 12 for it's not time yet? What the fuck?
Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does the light come in from this window.
Is this like a ESP thing? Is this like a see the future skill check that I just took? Squint?
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Alright, revert your gaze.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. So the man hanging in the backyard, did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
He's lying. We found a bullet in the guy's skull.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
So, but there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Mm-hmm. So you murdered him just like that? No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
But who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others.
That's for the courts in Les Jardins to decide. not for the officer making an arrest, which we all know you won't be. What you can do right now is go back to your station and write a report.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
Uh-huh. So when did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Okay. So how did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Yes, they taught me how to successfully lay a verbal trap.
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
The lieutenant goes in for the leg sweep. Titus does not see it coming.
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Mm-hmm. So what did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samurai boxing style.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
first, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man,
Mm-hmm.
the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police.
Right, of course.
This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there.
Yeah. The type who's following along, who's not going to break because he always does what someone like Titus says, I'd imagine.
Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Mm-hmm. This one, he's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. There's something you're not telling me.
Fuck off, Copper.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Hey, you having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
And where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. The fucker started coming to our bar. Asking for it.
Alright, I have other questions.
Like what, Copper?
Like, how does the bullet in his head factor into this?
Huh?
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
This was a good move. Also, notice how Titus doesn't like her much, especially when she's calling the shots.
So why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary? That's it?
And he stepped out alive.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces?
Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Well, I mean, that does rather neatly put that to bed.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Okay, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Okay, was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Okay, but who did the rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
All right, so why don't, let's see. So why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Not in the arresting mood?
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge, raises hairs in the room. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you. While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve, there's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I can actually take this guy in. All right,
Wise
easy now.
move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
So what are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was to cover up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Oh, don't worry. We'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like he blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
Yeah, I only have a 3 in authority. There's no way I'm rolling that 16. No. Not even going to try that and embarrass myself. Thank you very much. Failed authority checks in this game tend to be very like, respect my authority, like pathetic, screamy cop kind of reactions. And I am not going to debase myself. Alright, so what do we do now? Oh shit, so I have to establish authority somehow. Alright, let's check on the victim's armor first. That's something we can do right now.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Just taking a moment to breathe that good air. Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Orani's pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
First, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all these name changes?
Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries.
A suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person for whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Yes, please do try. It's imperative we learn whose armor this was.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
All right.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Man, they do a really good job of just drip feeding you little bits and pieces about the case over several days. Like, honestly, this isn't just like a good point-and-click adventure, a good exploration of the human condition, a good political thriller. This is just a good detective mystery. This is just a very well-written game in every aspect. It's kind of amazing. Oh, what's this? I haven't investigated that yet. Tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. Ooh. You know, if you do that with garlic or certain types of onions, they'll like just melt in the pan. It's delicious and amazing. Okay, so what do we do now? So prove my authority, find morale, running things on the victim's armor. Gotta wait for that. Could ask Kuno where the rest of the armor went. And about the stuff in the trash. I do have to talk to Kuno about stuff at some point. Let's do it. Prepare for a lot of really foul language. Hey Kuno, how you do know?
Fuck does Kuno care?
First off, you know what? Let's approach him about this. Hey Kuno, got any speed?
Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a kingpin.
You're yanking my chain, aren't you, kid?
Don't be yanking your shit in front of the Kuno. Kuno's always serious, always rolling. Big kilo, but you ain't getting any. Get the fuck off.
He's got to at least know a source. Look at him. You need to figure this out somehow. You need to befriend him first.
That's true. That's true. Ooh. How can... You know, we could try and empathize with him. 8%?
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time, too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Yeah, no, that's an empathy failure if I ever heard one. Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Want to help the RCM bust a murderer?
Fuck no. What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
I have questions about the crime scene.
Kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead on the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
Quite compelling.
Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrap pants. They're graphite black and look brand new. Wait, he actually had...
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
So wait a minute. There's a whole found set. There's like a whole set of found clothes. 500 real? No fucking
Coach
way,
Physical
kid.
Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Okay. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that you took away. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Oh, you read something that made you go WTF? What's that, Misa? All right, I may be interested in these pants. Let's talk about this later.
All right, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
Okay. The ladder. Ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say the ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
You know, as useless as this seems, I am getting little bits of information here. For instance, Kuno didn't see who put the clothes in the dumpster. They were already there. The ladder is indeed unclimbable because even a kid this size wouldn't attempt to climb it. So whoever put it up there didn't do it that way. Apparently, they're making a live-action Minecraft movie starring Jason Momoa. What? Why? 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 For what reason? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hollywood, why? Why? I just want to know. I just need a fucking answer. Why? I know the answer. I know the why. I know the why. Money. You want to get money from kids. We want to get money from kids and people who grew up playing that shit and will throw money at it no matter what, just to see if it's good. Going in, there's going to be so many people going in knowing this movie is going to be shit and they're going to buy their tickets anyway. See, and this kind of shit is why I'm here to burn down human civilization. Anyway, back to the game. All right. So, what's in the greenhouse over there?
Don't know. Keep that gardener used to work there.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
The gardener, she's actually not a gardener. It turns out she's a union fixer.
The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is.
You were expecting relaying this information to him to be more rewarding, right? Telling him you found out she isn't a gardener. You know what you should do if you want to get rewarded? Drugs. Drugs are more rewarding than work.
I know. You know what? Usually, I call out electrochemistry as the irresponsible skill that gives terrible advice, but this do be hitting. This is truth, right? This is true right here. Drugs are more rewarding than work. We're same brain cell right now.
Or alcohol, if you don't want to do drugs. Alcohol is just as rewarding, but it isn't a drug. This has been going on for quite a while, hasn't it? You've been thinking about drugs and alcohol for a long time now. Juicy drugs. Tasty alcohol.
Okay, alright. Maybe scale it back a little, dude. Okay, I regret my previous endorsement.
Seems kind of boring now, going back to... What was this about? Some yard? Yards aren't interesting. Only drugs are interesting. Drugs and alcohol. You feel sad now, but what can you do? Life has to go on. With a heavy sigh, you say...
Kuno, there's a stack of Eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
Don't I have a single normal thing to... Game, you're calling me out at this point. Why would you do that? This game is attacking me directly and inflicting psychic damage. Oh, we got a clip. Hold on, what's this clip? Hey. I know the answer. I know the why. I know the why. Yeah. Money. Y'all know. You want to get money from kids. We want to get money from kids and people who grew up playing that shit and will throw money at it no matter what, just to see if it's good. Going in, there's going to be so many people going in knowing this movie is going to be shit and they're going to buy their tickets anyway. Yeah. I'm looking at a wise person right there. See, and this kind of shit is why I'm here to burn down human civilization. Based. This motherfucker's spitting right now. Like, I can't really argue. Oh my god, Petri! Petri! Hi! How you doing? Here, let's quick shout out Petri. How I have been moving and recovering from moving. And we moved over 1,500 miles. But yes, everybody follow Petri. If you're not following Petri, shame on you. Petri is amazing. Petri is adorable. Petri is dopamine. Yeah. It was a whole months-long process. First, I moved in with Brat in Arkansas, and then we stayed there for several months, and then there was a whole string of emergencies, and then we moved all the way back to Nevada, like past where I used to live, and that involved packing up an entire apartment and moving it 1,500 plus miles across the U.S. Now that I think of it, wouldn't that kind of be like packing up in Turkey and moving to Spain? I think it would be a comparable distance, something like that. So yes, I wasn't able to stream for over a month because our internet here was really terrible at first. So this is my second stream, I think, since I started again. Yeah, something like that. But yes, I am very tired, boy. Yeah, it is the second. Time is an illusion, and with ADHD, that is doubly so. So keeping track of how long I've been doing things or how many times is it's a matter of some mental calculation. But yes, hi Petri. How have you been? I don't catch your streams as much because where I'm at, you stream in like the early afternoon and late morning, and I sleep in. I am a night owl. I am sleepy bean. Yes, it's daytime. Right now it is about 6:30? Yeah, 6:30 p.m. Oh, Brat wants the mommy demi model. All right, here comes the void jiggle wiggle. There we go. There we go. Boop. And maybe scooch a little more. There we go. Very nice. But yeah, it's 6:30 p.m., so it's like it's barely daytime.
Nom nom nom.
Yes. Everybody wants to nom the muscle mommy. Understandable. But yeah, it's barely daytime, so it's about 6:30 p.m. And yeah, so that would mean it's like 1 or 2 a.m. in the UK, I think. Somewhere around there. I know we're like -7 GMT here, and yeah. Oh my god. All right. Petri, welcome to the a redeem that has become a honored tradition around here that came about because of an accident that I discovered. But anyway, here is your horrifying Eldritch Void Booba. There you go. That's that's what happens when you're used to keeping the movement range down on your VTuber and therefore pump up the jiggle physics to compensate. And then you take the movement range limits off your VTuber, and the Booba does some truly interesting things, let me tell you. Oh, hey, Unhappy Cat, hello. How you doing? Speaking of good beans who deserve a shout out, Unhappy Cat is also a Poggers streamer bean. Hey yo. Okay. I see you, Unhappy Cat. All right. Okay. Hold on. First, this means, man, it is dead silent. I'm gonna put on some background music while I'm distracted here. Put on some of that intermission music that I use. So yeah, well, damn, Cat, I knew you lurked my streams, but whoo. Oh wait, did I just? Okay, no, I shouted out Cat. For some reason, it says over here in the Twitch chat that I shouted out Petri. That's weird, because I already shouted out Petri. Yes. First, let me go and increase the price on that VIP redeem, as is tradition. It is now 90K. And keep in mind, unlike the do the funny voice all stream redeems, VIP is not capped. That is 5K every time, ad infinitum, until we either run out of VIPs or it's impossible to afford. Alright, now I do the /VIP Unhappy Cat. But yeah, Unhappy Cat is a very cool, chill streamer who has a really cool, like, low-res PS1 cat model that's I really like. And also, you can change color. He has a redeem where you can change colors or add patterns to his model, which may have been the idea of a certain Void Beast, but is really cool. It's a thing I really love about his model, is that he can, like, do that very easily. I tend to enjoy turning him colors like, you know, puke green with an Argyle pattern and stuff. It's good times. Damn, the Diamond Club. We got people filling up the ranks fucking quick, it seems. Oh, and you know what? As long as we're here, let's just let's see. There's a shout out for Misa. Misa is also an adorable cat bean, cat princess in this case. So go give Misa a follow, because Misa is great and cute and adorable and many other good things. And of course, yes, going to be cat furry princess. Brat is learning how to do furry models, which is going to, I'm sure, absolutely exponentially explode the potential commission pool, as well as the amount that said commission pool is generally willing to spend. Brat gonna be out here getting that money for fucking furry Rule 34 Fansly models, paying like thousands of dollars each. No, Brat, that's the new artist meta. That's the new artist meta to survive under capitalism. Is you have to get really good at making furry porn, and then the reclusive rich furries will pay you huge amounts of money to draw hyper specific fantasies. And I mean, there's got to be a niche for VTuber models on that one, right? Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, if you think about it, any subculture, if it gets big enough, is bound to have some crazy rich motherfuckers be a part of that subculture at some point, you know? Like, I'm sure there's some friendly local gaming store that sells a whole bunch of different tabletop games, and there's that one dude who's rich as fuck who buys a shit ton of Warhammer, and the fucking owner of the store smiles nice and wide every time he walks through the door. You know? There's probably a few places like that. Distracting you. You were the one who commented with the furry model. I was just yes-anding. You just don't understand the intricacies of improv, Brat. It's okay. I understand. It's a very refined art form. I'm gonna eat that coconut flesh. Oh yeah, gonna eat that coconut flesh. You really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Anyway, enough with bullying the Brat. We have a murder to solve.
What the fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
Okay, but what am I gonna... There is nothing to find there. Alright, I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Okay, I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno.
Fuck about it.
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're just too small for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
This kid is really charming, ain't he? What on earth did you... My timer? What do you mean? The Stream Elements timer. Yeah, no. I actually did not realize that it hasn't gone off. Oh, it's always fun to just troubleshoot something in the middle of stream and have everything come to a screeching halt. Wee. Yeah, it's supposed to be going off every 5 minutes if there's been at least 10 lines in chat. Oh, well, speak of the devil. There you go. Timers are working fine. Whew. I'm breathing, I swear.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
So what do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
What do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock in boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
He means Manana, the laid-back striker at the gates.
Okay, so you mean Manana.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Mm-hmm. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
Grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks your stones left on the corpse.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Alright.
Testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't
Alright.
fucking care.
Well, it looks like we did get a bit of a lead, though. I am actually stunned. I'm actually stunned that went anywhere. Okay, ask him about the armor. Buy fallen pants, the track pants from Kuno. I have to learn to empathize with Kuno before I can pay him 500 real for those fucking special pants. Jog right on past the racist guy. Up here and talk to our buddy Manana. What are you up to, Manana?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Yeah, labor utopia, sure.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor. Shit, I forgot. I told Everard Claire that I was going to... I told Everard Claire that I was going to leave that guy's door unlocked for being a union rat, and I don't know if I actually plan to do that, but I do need to know about the armor.
The little boy had it good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So, Kuno used us to what, scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
And it's too late to get the boots because he's been shipped back to the morgue.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
4 pieces of armor up for grabs then, but I already sent them boots
I
away.
guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least.
Okay. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Uh-huh. I may have better things to do.
I agree, officer. Let's focus on the hanging, and later some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Nice. From what I learned, it was a very heavy, boring set of armor.
Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Merc was hanged with a specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors.
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up, what does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Okay, so did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Alright, since I don't have any other leads... Everard says you have a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm doing it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wailing in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
Means that they're harder to interrogate, too.
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Who he is, and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Actually, do you, No. Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
So, how large of a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Based? Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Well, you shouldn't take what's not yours. But what is yours? I mean, that guy, even under communism, there's the whole don't take what's not yours. It's just what is yours gets redefined quite a bit. But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the World Republic. Why not call yourself a communist?
I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. And they have good analysis. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one, which may well be communism.
Sounds like you're a communist who thinks he isn't doing enough to call himself one.
See, I'm primarily a lazy person.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
All
Dem,
right.
did you by
Sure
chance grab the drill? I can't for the life of me find it.
I can't remember the last time I used the drill, no.
What is this? News of the world? Talk about personal stuff. Get to know him.
Wait, I don't even know your name. Who are you?
Call me Mañana. I'm just a humble harbor worker for the past 6-7 years.
Not a given name for certain. It's a taken name. The kind for artists, or criminals, or revolutionaries and the sword. An alias. A nom de guerre.
Well met, Mañana. That's a sweet-ass name.
A name worthy of the man who holds it, friend. Names are important.
Do you have any other names?
Plenty to go around. Don't get greedy and try to swipe mine, though. You got your own.
So it's a nom de guerre.
A nom de guerre would be more like Guerra Mañana. Now that we are getting so well acquainted, what's your name?
Be honest with him.
Honestly, I lost it while drinking.
Wow, this is major. You're like a man born anew. Okay, so if you can't find it, maybe make up a new one?
I may take that into consideration.
Can't live in this world without names, see? Important things they are. Vessels of the soul.
What's your deal with names anyhow? Is it a spiritual thing or a philosophical one, or...?
More a poetic thing. Any attempt to formulate a grand unified theory about it ends in the stupidest shit imaginable. Doesn't make it less true, though. That means I can't tell you about it. I can only show you. You may understand in time. Or not. But it might be easy enough.
Fair enough. Seems interesting.
Words guide our life. We commune with each thing through its word. Every word is also a name, is it not?
Never thought about that. That is true, isn't it?
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Well, I suppose I have thought about it, just not exactly in those terms, you know? Okay, I have a name for myself. It's...
Your mind can only conjure up Hunk Handy, Fake Valdez, Bosco. You might want to decide to keep quiet about these.
I can't do it.
It can take time to come up with a good one, for sure.
Hold on. Can I level up Inland Empire right now? I will totally use a skill point leveling this shit up if it means that I can get a cool name. Please, give me a
What are
name.
wondering, man? How can I help you now?
The encroaching doom is golden red. It is inside you, but also outside, on the horizon, by the water's edge. Innermost, but yet to happen. Things make sense from that angle. You're Tequila Sunset. You have been Tequila Sunset for a long time now.
Tequila Sunset. I don't know. That doesn't feel right to me. I don't want to be Tequila Sunset.
What's there not to want? It's got range, meaning, layers, colors, associations, the whole works.
You know what? Fuck it. I suppose if this is what my brain came up with, I am Tequila Sunset.
Boyadero.
You see his eyes turn teary with appreciation. He is extremely happy for you.
Oh yeah, I'll shake his hand.
You receive a good, strong handshake in return.
I am curious what a boyadero is. Fuck it. I'm autistic. I'm allowed to do weird things like ignore moments where we're supposed to have a moment of silent recognition of what just occurred. What's a boyadero?
A really cool guy.
It feels like there's an entire history behind the word. But it doesn't really matter. You got it. You know what it means.
No, but what kind of a cool guy exactly? It's not just a cool guy, is it?
Like me and you. Exactly so.
You know what? I'll take a swig from the flask.
Keeps you warm on a day like this. Or any day for that matter.
Wait, what's going on in my thought cabinet? What thought did I just unlock? Boyadero. It has been brought to your attention that there are men who live by the law of the land and the strength of their arms. Sunburnt, rugged, smoking men who explored the great rivery veins of the upper Magritte and tamed the Mundi wilds, frontiersmen, cowherders, philosophers, and boyaderos. With a gun in one hand and an unfiltered cigarette between their lips, these men made their own rules. What would it take for you to become one too? Okay, so a boyadero is an outlaw. Got it. So it's a gunslinging outlaw type thing. I need to unlock another thing in my thought cabinet if I want to be a true outlaw, though, apparently. And who wouldn't want to be a true outlaw? The outlaw way of life is truly a free one. Insistently free. Incessantly free. Free to the point of absurdity. Free to the point of self-destruction and self-contradiction. Anyway. So do you know anything about the Hardy Boys, Mr. Manana?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Ebrard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Alright, well, good talking. I am now Tequila Sunset, apparently. Honestly, I look like a Tequila Sunset. So I suppose it's fair. I kind of want to have the drama shirt. Yeah, that mesh top. I mean, what can I say? There's just something about mesh tops that call to me. There's some sort of special feeling with the mesh top. Okay, Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Hey, you little shit. I'm coming for you with a crowbar. Do not be alarmed. Time to get sworn at by a 12-year-old again.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
You should thank him.
He said thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
He looks slightly confused. Oh no. Oh no, is this poor boy not familiar with what it's like for people to say nice things about you? Oh hey, zombie, how you doing? Here's your wigglies. How you doing, zombie? I hope you're having a good day. What you up to?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Yeah, whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Alright.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
How is I? I is live. I is the living. And I, you know, to a certain extent, I is the dying, but aren't we all? I am less of the dying than the living today. So I am living by a majority of living versus dying. So I would say it's like good day -1. It's like good -1 today. Yes, yes, living is good. I feel like good -1 is actually a really great way to describe things, you know? I feel like we've all been in a good -1 situation. Oh, and we get the head pats from the zombie. Hold on. Let's get them pity pats going. Oop. Wiggle, 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 wiggly. Wigglies. Wigglies are such a fun emote. I had a feeling that was next. I was waiting for it. But yeah, I feel like I would love to have a Wiggly, but I feel like there's this problem of, like, I would want it to include the tentacles all flailing and wiggling about too, and I wouldn't want to inflict that task on any animator. Oh, and a smooch for the tentacles. Bop. Thanky, thanky.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Press my ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Alright. I guess use the key to unlock the door?
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft. A whistle.
Only this game could make unlocking a door and deciding whether or not to step through it this fucking tense. Like, alright. Oh, and we got a terrible and subversive truths. All right, all right. Let's see here. Here's a terrible and subversive truth for you. This is more of the existential scientific side of things, but according to some theories of how our universe will end, some say there will be a heat death. This is not the universe becoming cold so that nothing can move. No, this is the universe becoming uniform, everything equally temperate, everything equally distant, everything just slowly waving back and forth like a vast ocean of cosmic soup, indefinite and totally random, and yet largely uniform. Now, from these random collisions of particles, things could still emerge. Beings could be spontaneously generated by the random collision of particles over periods of time so large they make the stellar age of our universe look like barely a unit of Planck time. In that undefined ending, all things will emerge through infinity. Lonely beings, solar systems, entire universes will arise from the random collision of particles, all of them seeming to be real, but all of them simply the result of that Brownian motion. And this era, being infinite, means that there will be a great many universes more than ours that will emerge during this time period. In fact, how can we know that's not exactly what is happening to us? Anyway, there you go. Nice little existential crisis for you. There's your regularly scheduled brain ouchies. ICA? Brat, are you trying to call a hit on somebody? Reaching out to the International Contracts Agency? You gonna hire Agent 47? Yeah, I actually kind of like the Whisper Subversive Truths Redeem, you know? It's got a special place in my heart, because there is nothing that I like more than to make adorable little bottoms melt. And with the right subversive truths, you can melt their mind, body, and soul all simultaneously. It's quite miraculous. Ah, yes, 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 the DoorDash flyers, yes. That will be very nice to have those done. And hey, you're still being productive, right? Yes, yes, Zombie is a very big fan of the subversive and terrible truths. Yes, yes, there is a zombie friend. She is here to hang out with us and be cute, because that is what Zombie is best at, is being a heckin' cutie.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
So the chair is literally just a test. It's meant to be awful and uncomfortable. I opened the door for you. I opened the door, you asked me. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying. There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is going to start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is going to be good.
I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Yeah, no, that all sounds like stuff that actually happens in our world, too. Yeah,
Everything
no, all
they
very
did there,
believable.
they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Okay, go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container.
Honestly, I kind of
The
like
killers
that.
the company
That
hired,
that sounds pretty
I think
dope.
there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
I would absolutely live in a cargo container like that and just move it around to the places I need to go. Like, that'd be fucking dope.
One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy. The one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Uh-huh. Alright, you go lay down. I hope you feel better, Misa Misa.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
There was a bullet in the hanged man's head.
So they shot him.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard.
It's impossible to say if he's telling the truth, sire.
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my two little policemen. Godspeed, policeman.
Okay, tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
Yeah, cool motive, still murder.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Everard, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, let's conclude
talk?
for now.
I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And, of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left? So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Mm-hmm. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What are these signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
So, where's this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Alright, if I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here, You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
Yeah, this doesn't sound very socialist to me. I mean, going around getting signatures and everything, but it really sounds like you're trying to force these people out of their homes so that you can build something there. I don't know. I actually don't really buy the whole youth center thing. All right, I've heard the union are involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy.
No, I'm not.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Oh my gosh.
Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I helped you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then, positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
And why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
All right, let's talk about something else then.
Of course, Harry. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
All right, I'm gonna leave now.
Devada. Just kidding, but not too much.
Alright, I'm gonna open up this white envelope and figure out what this fucking guy is trying to scheme, because sure does sound like he's just trying to kick a bunch of poor people out of their homes so that he can build something there.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
What's the zoning plan?
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Try to find a loophole in the deal?
There is
Hey.
no loophole. The
Oh.
simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
Wait, they're gonna lose their street access? Jesus. But what are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim, these people are gonna have to move away. Can we do something about that?
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone. However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Evrard won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
I like the way you think, Kim. You know what, Kim? I like the cut of your jib. I like the angle of your dangle, young man. You're going places. Alright, so I think I'm going to take a little break and see if I can't rustle up some grub, because I am getting uncomfortably hungry right now. And in the meantime, I'm going to have to figure out what the fuck to do next about all this mission shit. God damn, and it's not even noon yet. It's starting to look like more and more of what I can do is across that waterlock, and it doesn't open for another day. Alright, so I'm going to go on a BRB screen, and I will be back in just a little wee bittle.